What's going on, everybody? It's Afro Think Tank. All right, today, like I told you I was going to do, I'm going to show you my journey when it comes to empowering myself as an African and growing my own food. And I think that's something as African people we definitely need to get back to doing. Remember, our grandmas used to grow their own greens in the backyard, in the front yard, and those are things that when I'm in Nigeria and I see the people doing, it reminds me of my Africanness. It reminds me of who I am and what I am about culturally. It reminds us what we are truly about culturally. So one part about embracing our Africanness, embracing our culture, is doing the things that we do culturally that benefit us as a community. We all know that food is very expensive, right? So growing your own food is something that we could do to cut down on our expenses. And y'all know I have my own farm in Nigeria, right? And I have people working my farm and doing all the work. And here, when I'm in America, it's not like I'm doing it. So I say, well, you know what? Let me start it at home while I have the big one growing over there. Let me do something small in my house so I can empower myself to eat healthier, one, and to also embrace something beautiful about the African culture, which is growing your own food all the time, everywhere you have around your house. Your house should be a place of food and comfort, right? So let me show you some of the things I purchased. Okay, let me turn the camera around. Okay, I went to the dollar store and I spent a total of $15 on all of this, right? So as you can see, I have 4 strainers. I have 4 strainers and I have 4 containers, dark containers. And if you want to know what I'm doing with the dark containers, the strainer itself fits perfectly within this container. So I'm gonna do hydroponics. So I'm gonna fill this with water and nutrients, right? Then I'm gonna put this on top. As you can see, it's just a regular strainer, but as it strains, it gives space for the roots to actually go down, right? And then I'm gonna put some sort of medium on top. I think I might go get, I don't know if I'm gonna do core, if I'm gonna do what kind of, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna hit the store and see if I can find something that will go into this. When it comes to this, these are cheap. We all know what these are. We always get them from the Chinese restaurant and all the carryouts and stuff. This right here, I'm gonna do microgreens in this, right? Microgreens is something I recommend we all start on, because with microgreens, the turnaround as far as harvest is very quick. You're talking about, depending on what you're growing, we're talking about maybe 7 days, 10 days, and you could be eating your own greens that have more nutrients than what you get at the grocery store. And if you set it up, if you take a good time to set up your system, you can literally have fresh greens you can harvest every day and eat. Okay, so another thing I have a simple thing of paper towels, right? Paper towels, I'm gonna try doing it with paper towels instead of a medium, as I know that paper towels can be used instead of dirt to use this, right? And then I'm gonna use these plastic bags, little plastic bags to, the plastic bags is just to, something I'm gonna use to when I germinate and I'm trying to get my seeds to, sprout, my sprouting process. So, this is all things that we all can afford. Like I said, it cost me $15, right? And the key is to try to be as cheap as possible. Just like when I'm in Nigeria, I'm using products that's available to me, as to make it so that the people who wants to duplicate the system doesn't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on all these systems. The simplest way is always the best way, right? So all I do is go to YouTube University, and there's a lot of Southeast Asians who are showing the world how to do this, right? And I'm taking advice from them. I'll see some of their videos, and I'm just going to duplicate the way they do it, because Southeast Asians have a similar weather conditions as Africa, so it's perfect because you can grow all year round. But here, in America, we can't grow all year round in certain areas. So this is set up to where I'll kind of have it in my house on my balcony. I can bring it in. Maybe I'll have to add some extra light or something like that. I'm not sure, but either way, it's 15 bucks. And once I get this system growing, this 15 bucks should produce me enough vegetables for me personally to eat, to at least replace a certain amount of my intake of the nutritious foods, right? And of course, when I get some more money, I'll come spend another $15 and keep setting it up. And like a puzzle piece, like Legos, to the point before you know it, I'm gonna have a whole system of beautiful plants that I can eat and grow easily without me having to really maintain it, because you know how lazy we can be about watering our plants and doing this and doing that. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, so I don't have to, so my negligence doesn't hinder the progress. Okay, so I'm gonna keep you guys informed. Just, you'll see what I got. Let me turn it around. Simple. paper towel, just some regular old containers, a little plant holder, and a strainer. That's all you need for right now. That's all I got. Afro Think Tank, learn some, teach them. I'm out.